Well, you guys, I hinted at it in the last video, and I can't believe that I'm saying this, but we got another 450L. And I know a lot of people are like, what the f***? You didn't like that bike at all. Why are you getting another one? And let me tell you why. Guys, this bike is fully built. It has everything done to it that I wanted to do to mine, but I was too cheap to do it. So I'll go ahead and walk you through the mods. It's got the Vortex ECU. It's got the Yoshimura RS4, so it's fully uncorked. And that's what I didn't like the most about the stock 450L is it was just so choppy. Like as soon as you would let off the throttle at low speeds, it would just surge, and not to mention the flameouts. So the Vortex fixes pretty much all of that. It also has a throttle tamer on it, so it kind of mellows out the throttle response a little bit. Everything else is just aesthetic. We got the Tusk rack. That's funny because it's actually the same rack that I had on mine and the same seat cover, but this is actually the comfort model. We got the IMS oversized tank, so that solves the fuel issue. The stock capacity is just pretty bad and you're always filling up. So we got 3 gallons on board. We got the wraparounds, the bark busters, and my favorite, double take mirrors. So really the Vortex and the Yoshimura is what I didn't want to spend the money on. I mean, that's almost $2,000 in parts right there. But I can tell you just from the little bit of riding that it makes a big difference. So I actually got my first reaction to riding this bike. I'll go ahead and insert those clips right now.
Oh my God, what a reunion this is about to be. This is going to be my first ride on the 450L, complete with the Vortex ECU, Yoshimura pipe, throttle tamer, etc., etc. This is the way that the 450L should come from the factory, fully uncorked. I'm really excited to see how this thing does and how much of a difference that I'll notice. It's funny because mine was a 2019 as well, same graphic kit. Man, would you look at that pipe. That thing is beautiful. Seat concept seat. This is actually the comfort model, which I did not have on my last 450L. This thing is plush. But this really is my first ride, so you're going to get to hear my honest thoughts about how different this is compared to the stock one that I had. Let's see if she fires up without pulling the enrichener out. Nice little rumble. Woo! Right off the bat, I notice a huge difference. We don't have that surging when letting off the throttle that we did with the stock 450L. But look at that. No clutch. I would have stalled that 1000%. No clutch. Oh my gosh. And this is still the factory gearing setup too, so we can make it even better. Yes, this is the way that this bike should be. Definitely have to put some CR high bars on here. A little bit short for my liking, but so far I'm impressed. It's not too loud either. I'm a stock exhaust fan. I like the stealth aspect, but this really isn't that bad. Way easier to wheelie like this. This power is smooth, man. Coming from the 450RX, this thing is nice. I love it, man. This thing is so good. Oh, I hope I don't frustrate anyone with how excited I am to be back on this bike, because a lot of you know that I hated my first experience with the 450L, but I was just too cheap to buy the $1,000 exhaust and $1,000 ECU. I can tell you that right off the bat, I noticed a huge difference. Do I wish I would have done this to mine? Not really, because at the time I was doing way gnarlier riding, so the KTM 250 XCW that I ended up with was a way better option. But now that I'm more into dual sporting, this is a great setup. Alright, let's get into some technical stuff and see how she performs. I do have the D606 tires on here with probably 70 or 80% tread, at least in the rear. So anything was better than the IRCs. Not bad. Tell you what, I missed that clutch on the 300L though. This thing is stiff. Oh crap. God damn it. Just got bit by a f***ing spider on my arm and ended up in the tree here. And the thing wouldn't stall. That's funny. It literally wouldn't stall. Okay. So definitely need a gearing upgrade. Giving her first bath. That was funny, man. That damn spider owes me this sticker that we messed up. What an asshole. Now once I did get it off-road, I kind of remembered why that I didn't like it. But we'll go ahead and change up the gearing, get a different sprocket, and see if we can tone it down a little bit. It just wants to go too fast in first gear. But as far as the flame mounts, I only stalled it that one time, and it definitely feels a lot better. Less choppy all across the board. It still feels heavy though. It's not that big of a difference from the 300L. I mean, I know it is on paper, but it doesn't feel that way. This is still not light by any means. Let's see how far we can go here. Oh, we stalled it. Oh, man. That is one thing, is it's harder to work the clutch just because how stiff it is. I saw they did offer a hydraulic clutch kit, but that was annoying. All right, and let the 450L saga continue. Oh my God. Nice little bath there. Oh man. We're going deep, guys. Try not to swamp this thing already. Haven't even had it a day yet. Oh my God. .450L boat. Yeah, that hand is sore already. Whew. Having to 3-finger this thing. I really hope that gearing makes a difference, because if not, I way prefer the 300L on the slow stuff. What in the hell are we doing? We're riding in the damn swamp right now. Not really sure how to get out of here, to be honest. Come up with some kind of plan. Now I got the 300L up this on IRCs. Oh my God. Just need to get up to that second tier and then we're good. I think we made it. Made it. Oh yeah, 6 speeds, baby. I love it. This thing does really well on the street. That's where this really shines as a dual sport.
First little ride on the 450L. I gotta say it was a nice change, but everything is not perfect. There's still some things that I want to do. I think we're gonna put a flywheel weight on it. We're gonna change up the gearing, and hopefully that should fix all of the low speed issues. I think the flywheel weight's only like 200 bucks, and then the sprocket probably like 80 bucks. So that's really all that you can do to these bikes to make them better at this technical stuff. To be completely honest, I still prefer the 300L as of now because this clutch is absolutely ridiculous. It is so stiff, and you can put a hydraulic clutch on these bikes, so maybe that's something that we'll do. It's still a heavy bike. It doesn't feel that much lighter than the 300L. I will say that it is a lot of fun as a dual sport. It's a blast on the road, and that's the thing about the first one. I trailered that bike to the trails, rode single track, and it just wasn't the best bike for that. But actually riding it as a dual sport, it's pretty fun. I'll have a full comparison video to the 300L. Obviously very different bikes, but just because I got this, it doesn't mean the 300L is going anywhere, because it's not. I still love the 300. They both have pros and cons, and we'll have a full video dedicated to that. But I've had a lot of comments over the past couple of years saying that I should have done the Vortex, I should have done the exhaust. I needed to feel what it felt like, fully uncorked. And that's why I wanted to do this, so I could give an honest opinion of if it's worth it or not, and my thoughts on the bike with all of these mods done to it. But I didn't buy it to stand here and talk about it, so let's go for a ride.
Well, I won't be doing that. I wasn't really expecting to do some hardcore off-roading. God, you dickhead. Oh, man. He said he just wants to watch me turn around. If I don't dump it, me.
Holy shit. That's a heavy bed.
I literally just hurt my back so bad.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I'm gonna dump it again.
Why did you hurt your back?
Guys, that's heavy.
All right, guys, we're headed back.
I'd fire it up so you can walk with it.
What's up? Holy cow. I dumped it. Oh. Hi. What? What's funny? I gotta be right on his ass, guys. Right on his ass. Oh, you stop pictures of freaking sister ass. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video off there. There's enough for a part 2, and it's kind of funny because it's like a deja vu of Alexis and I's last ever couples dual sport adventure years ago. It ended up raining on us, and we ended up ducking under the same bridge for cover. So I'll have a video of the rest of our adventure. It was pretty entertaining. But if you guys are excited, mad, happy, glad that we got another 450L, be sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know what kind of comparisons you'd like me to do, any questions that you need answered. I'll definitely be doing a Wayne trip on the 450L and 300L soon, so we'll get a lot of good content on them and ultimately decide what I want to do with the 450L long term. So we'll see what happens. You guys know me, I'm pretty unpredictable, but regardless, it should bring some entertaining content. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and until the next video, we'll see you then.